Hey, guys.
Come on in.
Before we jump into Jan's data, I want to look at some rocket launch data with you guys. I want to show you the GPS data for that first flight.
I'm excited to see what you got.
The next morning, we couldn't wait to see if Jan was able to find evidence of a tunnel underground in the Triangle area. But first, we really wanted to review the GPS data from our Eastfield rocket launch when Jan's GPR device simultaneously detected something above ground at the Triangle.
Okay, so you tell me, what's wrong with this picture?
Huh. The rocket went straight up to 2,000 feet.
And you see these points over here? They're inside the mesa. Now,
Yeah, they are. Look at that.
look exactly where they went in.
Wow.
That's right where we saw the UAP last year go into the mesa.
That's a good point. The entry point right there. Crazy, man.
The GPS data shows this rocket flew straight at the mesa and directly into a spot that we call the endpoint. Now that's where we've seen a UAP enter the Eastfield Mesa and then exited a half a mile away before disappearing into thin air near the Triangle. We don't know what's causing the GPS errors, but it is obvious that something has prevented us from getting accurate data on Skinwalker Ranch.
And at the exact same time, Jan was picking up those radar anomalies.
That's right. Jan had the GPR set up when we did this launch, and he picked up something in the sky that seemed to be 40 feet above him over the Triangle.
Yes, exactly. We can actually see that on this data set.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Okay? So the radar is continuously running. It's taking readings 10 times a second. Now, what is the radar really detecting? It's detecting changes. And we're in an open field, and there's no cows or anything else moving. So if we just stand still and nobody moves, then there shouldn't be any changes at all. So what I want you to do is take a look at the bottom of the screen, okay? So here's what's interesting. The launch happened, I happened to get the timestamp off of it, right here, okay? About 6 seconds later, 5 seconds later, we have this blip. It's probably sitting around 40 feet
Above the ground.
and that's a very, very strong blip. Okay, now, what does that mean? Okay, something changed and created an interference.
So we launched a rocket a mile away from you, and you detected some sort of anomaly.
Yeah.
Happened about 40 feet above you.
Yeah, well, I assure you there was nothing above us, but
Okay.
nothing that we could see.
Nothing that you could see. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right.
That's the point.
And I saw that, and I was like, what just caused that?
It happened twice, if I remember correctly.
That's right. So here's the interesting part. Repeatability, right? That's how
Yeah.
science works.
Yeah.
Check this out. So we'll go along in time, and it happened again. Right
Wow,
there.
look at that.
This happened after your second launch.
So that means somehow or other launching a rocket in the East Canyon field down there, somehow at the Triangle, we detect an electromagnetic disturbance that...
Well, no, we detect an object
We detect an object
that appears and
that
disappears.
appears and disappears for just a few seconds. What on earth is that?
Well, now that's a good question. And I've got something to show you that I think you're going to find really interesting, given what we already know about this anomaly. This is a camera that's positioned right on the observation point there on the tower here in the East Field, looking off toward the west, right there at the Triangle. I want to see if you spot what I spotted when I played through this.
Oh, was that it? That was fast, whatever it was.
Let me take it back.
Is it just one frame?
No, there are several frames here. So you'll see it enter the field of view from the right. And I'll tell you why I find this interesting. Okay, we get to this frame, and it's gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
It disappeared right there.